Hello and welcome to Integrative Wisdom, Elders Who Care. I'm Verna Fisher and I'm here today to just have a few little moments with you to encourage and to perhaps challenge you today. I had shifted the focus from eldering, being with um, the aged, to beginning to have a conversation with individuals who may be in the second half of their life, but they're not really realizing they're in the second half of their life. Conversations with people who are actually old but haven't really used that term for themselves yet. Um, and potentially a few people who actually are looking at themselves as elders and that are not doing that just because they deserve it because they're old, um, hence the attitude, right? But rather because there is actually some wisdom that they are hoping that they can impart to their loved ones. So, just a real. Hopefully, it's going to be a quick video today, not too long. But I never know. I never know. But anyway, so my first question is, how old are you? How old are you right now? And when you give yourself that chronological age, um, then where would you put yourself in a category of young, middle age, getting older, older, ancient? Where do you fit on the continuum? Um, and, what is middle age, right? If most people live to a ripe age of, let's say, 86, right? If you make it to 86, then middle age would be 43. But how many 43-year-olds think of themselves as middle aged? They probably barely feel like they're, no longer wet behind the ears or whatever. So age is funny, and aging is interesting, and becoming an elder is rare. Would be nice to change that, and hence elders who care. Um, so what's our age? And today, I'm really doing this. I found out this past week that my great grandson now has an Instagram account. He is 10, and so mom and dad are closely monitoring his account, but he is delving into social media. And I realized that he's going to see everything that I put out there. Um, and the first thought that came to my mind is everything appropriate for him? I mean, I know that my goal has always been to be a positive influence when I put something out in the world, and yet I never really thought about it as age related. As the kids listening to it, and because I'm doing my videos now and having conversations about life and how to live um, more wisely, um, more fully. I just, gave me pause to wonder, what does he think about what he hears? What does he think about what I'm saying, out there in the world? So that was one of my questions for you today. Have you thought about your words in the world? And are they the words that you would want to be repeated? Whether that's, words about yourself or words about the world, words about the people you love, words about your neighbor, words about people across the sea, words about the world situation. You know, I've said this before, without being political. There's a lot of ugly. There's a lot of ugly. We've lost the ability to talk with one another. We've lost the ability to be civil with each other. We've lost the ability to sit down and listen and try to understand someone else's point of view. And so, to be an elder and to be wise doesn't mean one or the other as far as um, speaking out and sharing. Um, you don't have to be on one side or the other. One side or the other is not the idea. The idea is, um, how can I sit alongside someone shoulder to shoulder? And then can I face them heart to heart and have a conversation and try to delve a little bit into what is the root of what their beliefs are? And is there a kernel of truth there? Um, and I'm just going to throw this out, and this may be political, but it's really meant to be reflective because I've been thinking about this a lot. And if you had a statue of yourself posted in the world somewhere, um, given your history, um, at some point in time, would it be torn down? Because now what you were thinking at the time is no longer, and I don't want to say politically correct because I don't think that's it. I think the reality is that we're beginning to grow up, and we're beginning to realize that um, there are a lot of institutions that are founded upon principles that we would not ever agree with today. And so I just thought, what if we've made that personal? What if we made that personal? So these are some of the places my mind goes when I am thinking about trying to be a model for the younger generation and for those who are middle-aged. My kids, they're middle-aged. I'm old. So what then um, do I want to carry with me going forward as an elder? What do I want to change within myself so that I better reflect, so I better have that heart and that wisdom that will make this old tired world that much better, for everyone, and not just not just one group or another group, but for all of us, because we're all in this together. And I don't know if we've ever really realized that as well as we do today. So that idea of freedom, that idea of separateness, individualism that in the United States has been cherished, it's been debunked before, and yet it's been hard to give up. It's been hard to recognize that really, 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 there is no such thing as an individual. And as much as we try to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and feel like we're the ones that is taking care of our business, it's not that way. There is a thread, and there is a connection, and much of our civilization is built upon a lie, but there are also threads of goodness that we can pull forth and bring in many more voices to bring them into our conversation and go forth for the young ones. So that's what I'm hoping will happen for you this week as you consider what do you want to be like when you grow old? And can you examine all your closely held beliefs, values, and make sure that they are the values and the beliefs that you do want this world, this United States, especially of America, to offer to each new generation, so that they will then be the elders who can give wisdom, and that um, we can all live to our truest capacity from that soul place, which is what integrative wisdom is all about. All right, everybody, this video is no shorter than any of the others. Sorry about that. Have a super great day. Take care. Bye-bye.